Welcome to the Deep Dive. I just had the chance to really dig into Yash Singhal's book, No Map, Just Vision, the story behind turning 24. And honestly, it's packed with some, well, truly eye-opening perspectives, especially for anyone, in their 20s or just navigating an unconventional career path. I found myself nodding along so many times thinking, yes, this is it.
It's a powerful read, isn't it? What immediately resonated with me is Yash's background. He started as an accountant, which is, a fairly traditional path.
Right.
And then carved a truly unique journey into technology. He became a no-code innovator, a tech educator, and the founder of Decoderverse, a platform specifically designed to empower individuals with practical, real-world skills.
Through no-code tools.
Yeah, exactly. Preparing them for industry challenges rather than just, academic grades. His core belief is that success isn't just about grades or coding, but about problem solving, creativity, communication, and consistency. This book isn't about impressing. It's really about impacting, sharing unfiltered lessons from his own journey. The rejections, the failures, the wins, and the breakthroughs.
And that impact is exactly what we're aiming for today. Our mission in this deep dive is, to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge and surprising facts from Yash's experiences. We want to explore how these lessons, wrapped in, as he says, truths, scars, and seeds, can help you in your own journey, especially if you're a builder figuring things out in real time.
Yeah, because that's the core, isn't it?
Because, as the book powerfully states, the real game starts now.
Oh, love that line.
So let's jump right in. Many of us are perpetual learners, right? Constantly consuming content, articles, tutorials, courses.
Oh, definitely. Information overload sometimes.
But what happens when all that knowledge doesn't translate into action? Our first key insight from No Map, Just Vision, tackles this head on with a story about a character Yash calls Raj. Raj was a curious learner, soaking up countless tutorials. Build an app in 30 minutes, learn web design fast.
The usual suspects.
He understood how others built things, but when faced with a real problem, like creating a booking platform himself, he just froze. He never actually built anything.
Raj's story is such a profound illustration of that distinction between passive learning and active creation. It's a common trap.
Totally.
We get that little dopamine hit from consuming new information and it feels like progress. But true understanding, that deep ingrained competence, it only comes from doing.
Even if it's messy.
Even if it's messy or imperfect, exactly. Yash Singhal's line from Decoderverse just nails it. Knowledge without execution is like a full tank of fuel with no wheels.
Wow.
Learn to build, test, fail, repeat. Creativity beats memorization every single time. It's about developing the confidence that arises from tangible results, not just accumulating data in your brain.
It really makes you think.
It really makes us reflect. How much of what we know are we truly applying?
That idea of knowledge without execution is like a full tank with no wheels. I mean, wow. It's such a visceral image. It immediately makes me think about my own reading habits, How many articles have I saved to read later that effectively just become like mental clutter? But isn't there some value in knowing the theory first? Isn't no theory until execution maybe a bit extreme for complex fields?
That's a valid concern, and I don't think Yash is advocating for, blind action. What he's really getting at is sequencing.
Okay.
The theory becomes infinitely more meaningful when you have a practical context for it. Think of it like learning to ride a bike.
Right.
You don't read a 500-page manual on physics before getting on. You get on, you fall a few times, and then maybe you read a bit to understand why you fell. That makes the theoretical knowledge stick.
Okay, so it's just-in-time learning.
Exactly. Just in time over just-in-case learning. Raj's transformation in Decoderverse's program is a perfect example. There were no 30-minute tutorials. Instead, he was thrown into solving real problems.
Like what?
Things like build a landing page in 15 minutes, clone a job board in 3 hours, or create a customer feedback system using just Google Sheets.
Wow. Okay. Real pressure.
Yeah. This forced creative thinking and problem solving, not just rote memorization.
And the results were incredible. Using Yash's unique explore, build, analyze, evolve model, which emphasizes no theory until execution, Raj built 4 different types of working apps in just 2 weeks.
That's amazing progress.
He measured development speed improvements of up to 70% and came to this powerful realization. Tutorials gave him 10%, but experiments gave him 90%. It's a huge testament to that hands-on approach.
Exactly. And this very act of doing, of execution, it builds something more lasting than just accumulated knowledge.
What's that?
It builds your reputation.
That's a crucial point. It's not just about knowing, it's about showing. Yash states it clearly. Ideas, everyone has them, but execution, that's rare.
So true.
He shares that his own reputation grew when he stopped just pitching ideas and started actually building and delivering complete no-code projects. It's a clear message. Work builds brand, not words.
Broadening this perspective, it's all about the tangible value you bring to the table, right? Clients don't remember your brilliant concepts. They remember the working portal you built, the clean design, the app that saved them hours.
The actual thing.
The actual thing. Actual delivery commands respect and builds trust in a way that mere talk never can. This is particularly relevant in dynamic fields like tech.
Definitely.
Where the ability to ship a solution often outweighs theoretical perfection. Yash emphasizes that one great execution is better than 10 unfinished ideas. It's a powerful reminder that action, not just aspiration, defines us.
So if execution is so critical, what does this all mean for, well, one of our most precious resources? Our time. Time. Yash recounts a phase in his life of just waiting for things to change, realizing a brutal truth. Time doesn't wait. It only moves forward. And every second you waste is a second you can't buy back.
Oof, that hits hard.
He talks about the pain of wasted time, which is such a real concept. We've all felt it, haven't we? That moment you look back at a week or a month and wonder, where did all that time actually go?
Absolutely. It's almost a universal regret.
Yeah.
And Yash's analogy of time as currency, one you can't refill, you get 24 hours a day, that's your budget, is incredibly potent.
It really shifts your perspective.
It does. It shifts it from simply spending time to investing it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just throw money away, but we often do that with hours.
True.
He shifted from hoping to experimenting. Waking up earlier, planning tasks, using tools, setting learning goals focused on applying knowledge, not just consuming it.
Taking control.
Right. He then committed to no more time wasted on waiting, managing his life like a business where every hour is a potential investment. It forces a kind of ruthless self-accounting, asking, is this activity actually buying me skills or a network or just distracting me into progress bankruptcy?
Wow, progress bankruptcy. That's a profound challenge for all of us. To really assess where our daily currency is being spent. It makes you realize how much potential we often let slip through our fingers. Now, speaking of rethinking how we approach things, Yash really challenges our conventional wisdom about smart work and what truly drives success today.
Yeah, this part's interesting.
He brings up a point that might make some tech purists squirm, the value of no-code.
And the no-code debate.
Right. Yash experienced outright ridicule for choosing no-code. People called it cheating or not real tech.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But he saw its immense possibility, especially without the funds for expensive traditional coding boot camps. Instead, he focused on design, user thinking, and visual creativity to build real projects using these no-code tools.
And this chapter, I think, masterfully reframes the entire tech conversation. Yash's core message is impact syntax.
Impact over syntax, I like that.
Because clients, after all, pay for solutions, working websites, client portals, custom apps, not for the tools used or the specific code written.
Right. They want the problem solved.
Exactly. No code allowed him to bypass that steep learning curve of traditional coding and focus his energy directly on solving problems, on the user experience, on the design thinking skills that clients truly value, regardless of the underlying tech.
So he went from mockery to mentorship.
Precisely. Teaching others to build with tools like Glide, Wix, Webflow, VoiceFlow, Bubble, automating workflows without back-end code, it really pushes you to consider what skills are truly valuable for solving problems, especially when resources are tight, rather than just being fixated on traditional pathways.
So it's not about the method, but the efficiency and the effectiveness of the outcome.
You got it.
And that pursuit of impact over complexity, it also applies to how we design things, right?
Absolutely.
Yash Singhal thought more features meant more value. Building projects with 10 plus features only to confuse clients who just wanted things easier.
Oh, the classic feature creep.
Totally. It makes you wonder, why do we so often equate more with better, even when it clearly isn't? What's that inherent human tendency we fight against there?
That's a fantastic point. It's often ego, isn't it? We want to show off everything we can do rather than focusing on what the user actually needs. Yash discovered that simplicity wasn't just about making things easy to use. It was the strategic lever.
How so?
He realized complexity doesn't scale. Simplicity does. His mantra became, build only what's needed, but build it beautifully.
Build what's needed, build it beautifully.
Yes.
Nice.
And simplicity led to faster delivery, clearer understanding for clients, increased confidence, and ultimately improved results.
I can certainly relate to trying to over-engineer something only to make it less useful. Simplicity, as he says, is clarity and power.
Absolutely. It's a fundamental truth about how humans interact with tech and products. The market doesn't reward the most complex. It rewards the most useful.
Right.
Yash advises that whether it's a website, app, course, or service, you should ask yourself, is it simple enough to understand at a glance? Can someone repeat it without me? Can it be scaled by a team who didn't build it?
Those are great questions.
Because simplicity is not laziness. Simplicity is clarity, precision, and power. This insight extends beyond tech into communication, even personal routines. Less often truly is more.
And this mindset of simplicity, it extends to how we approach our daily work, especially in a world that often glorifies constant hustle.
Oh yeah, the hustle culture.
Yash recounts burning out from constant hustle and realizing it's not about how much you do, it's about how you do it. That's a powerful distinction.
It is, and this concept is crucial for avoiding that trap of performative busyness. Smart work isn't laziness. It requires more clarity, more strategy, and more self-discipline than blind hustle. His use of no-code, for example, was a faster, smarter, scalable way to multiply impact. He learned to design your day, don't just survive it.
Design your day. I like that.
By planning priorities, automating, saying no, and focusing deeply. He actually started doing in 3 hours what used to take 3 days just by working smarter.
3 hours instead of 3 days. Wow.
Yeah. He even has his own method he calls Creativity plus Psychology Power System, which is essentially about building systems with less friction by understanding human behavior and applying creative solutions.
That sounds intriguing.
His concluding thought is poignant. Hard work builds character, smart work builds freedom. It's all about strategic leverage. Integrating creativity and psychology moves you from just exerting effort to engineering outcomes efficiently.
That directly challenges the glorify the grind mentality, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So if smart work is a mindset, then what does the real world truly value beyond, say, academic credentials? Yash observes something fascinating.
What was that?
High-grade students were often confused when faced with real-world projects, while curious students with average marks, the ones who explored tools and actually built things, consistently stood out.
That doesn't surprise me, actually. It's a wake-up call to align education with practical reality.
Yeah.
Yash himself was never obsessed with marks, but with understanding how things work. He learned that clients don't ask for your percentage. They ask, can you deliver?
Can you deliver? That's the bottom line.
It is. Decoderverse, his company, was founded precisely to train students for work, not just grades, using real project briefs and simulations with no-code tools. His message is clear. Problem solvers get paid, memorization doesn't.
Right.
The market rewards understanding user pain points, flow logic, market trends, rapid prototyping, even without a high GPA.
So what's the advice for listeners?
His advice for all of us is simple but powerful. Build your portfolio, not just your resume. Create small apps, solve local problems, show live prototypes. It reminds you that knowledge is a tool, but solutions are the product. Your ability to apply, innovate, and deliver will always trump credentials alone.
Okay, so building things, getting results, but building a unique path is rarely smooth, is it?
Definitely not.
It comes with uncertainty, criticism, often failure. But Yash's story shows these aren't roadblocks, but crucial elements for growth. He initially feared uncertainty, especially when people doubted no code, saying things like no code has no future or real tech needs real code. That kind of doubt can be paralyzing.
Absolutely. The natural human tendency is to retreat from the unknown. But Yash heard an inner voice. Try anyway.
Good advice.
He took steps, offered no-code services, learned from every no and every let's try. And what's truly insightful here is the reframing of uncertainty. From an enemy to a training ground for confidence, Yash realized confidence isn't a gift, it's a result.
Confidence is a result. Interesting.
It came from explaining his work clearly, presenting solutions, adapting, standing tall through chaos. He says, fear didn't leave, but courage arrived.
Wow.
Uncertainty actually led him to discover new markets, clients, ideas, income streams when traditional thinkers closed doors. It taught him flexibility, creativity, resourcefulness. For you, this means embracing the unknown isn't just a risk, it's an investment in your own resilience. Growth often happens precisely when you're outside your comfort zone.
And part of navigating that uncertainty involves actively seeking out feedback, even when it's tough. I mean, let's be honest, criticism can sting, as Yash admits.
Oh, for sure.
It's so easy to take it personal.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the ego at play. But Yash stopped taking feedback personally and started taking it professionally, seeing it as free mentorship.
Free mentorship. I like that framing.
This perspective shows that feedback, approached with humility, is arguably the fastest path to clarity and mastery. Even a simple sentence like, "This design feels too crowded," became a mirror for improvement. Decoderverse itself was partly born from feedback, including recognition from AWS. Client feedback helped shape him into a trusted, respected creator. He treats feedback as free consultation, unpaid mentorship, and clues to greatness.
So how should we think about feedback?
He reminds us, positive feedback tells you what to double down on. Negative feedback tells you where to tighten your game. It's like having a compass that guides you faster than you could navigate alone.
Sometimes that guidance comes from specific individuals who light the path. Yash discovered not every path needs to be walked alone. Not every mistake needs to be made firsthand. A good mentor, he found, can save years of trial and error.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's about leveraged learning.
Leveraged learning.
Yeah. While you can't skip the work, a mentor provides a critical advantage by helping you avoid false starts and irrelevant efforts. Yash's journey from accountant to developer involved a mentor who taught discipline and structure.
Building that foundation.
Right. Later, academic mentors taught communication and leadership. But here's a key point he makes. Mentors aren't always people you meet in person.
Oh, interesting. What does he mean?
They can be YouTube channels, books, online communities, or even deep dives like this one. What matters is what you learn.
Okay.
A good mentor will challenge your excuses, push you beyond your limits, teach you to think, not just follow, show you how to manage time, people, and pressure. They give clarity, courage, direction. Mentorship helped him understand the logic, UX, system thinking, business strategy behind no code, transforming it into real expertise.
That's such a valuable reframing of what a mentor can be. And even when we don't have a direct mentor, life itself offers profound lessons through its toughest moments.
Failure, you mean?
Exactly. Yash admits failure stings, but realized it's a disguised teacher. He recounts failing interviews, losing clients, facing rejection. Instead of retreating, he asked why, turning those failures into fuel.
And this perspective shifts the narrative, right? From failure as an endpoint to failure as an integral, even necessary part of growth.
Yeah.
He learned how to handle criticism, adapt quickly, understand that failure doesn't define you, your response does. Interestingly, friendship also played a role.
How so?
Providing accountability, trust, honest feedback, emotional intelligence. Every failure has a message if you're willing to listen. Failure clarifies, gives new direction, forces better systems, humbles you for the next level. It's about cultivating a mindset where setbacks are just data points for recalibration.
Data points for recalibration. I like that. Okay, as we continue our deep dive, let's explore how to intentionally design your unique path, not just react. It begins, Yash argues, with understanding your personal brand.
Personal branding.
He emphasizes, when people hear your name, what do they think? Because whether you know it or not, you are already a brand.
That's true, isn't it? We all have one.
And you don't get to decide whether you have a brand. You only get to decide how well you manage it. It's built daily through every action, replying kindly, delivering excellence, speaking clearly, helping without asking.
What's genuinely fascinating here is the organic, almost inevitable nature of it. It's not something you just create in a vacuum. It's something you cultivate through every interaction, every delivery.
Right.
Yash protected his name by not posting garbage, not overpromising, chasing real value, not fake popularity. His goal was, you don't have to be famous, you just need to be trusted.
Trust over fame.
Exactly. Your brand needs trust, quality, consistency, real connections, these open doors to career growth, client work, speaking opportunities, mentorship. The principle is, a brand isn't just built on skills, it's built on your character.
Character.
He helps openly, teaches freely, consults only when right, never faking expertise or exploiting trust. His final thought is powerful. Your name is a promise. Keep it clean, keep it strong. It really makes you consider, are your daily actions aligned with the promise you want your name to represent?
A promise. That's deep. And part of crafting that unique brand often comes from an unexpected source, especially in tech.
Creativity?
Ah, yes, creativity in tech. Yash recounts trying to fit into the traditional tech world, believing logic and syntax were enough, but felt he was just blending in. Then he had an epiphany.
And this insight is such a powerful rebalancing of perceived value in tech. He realized, while logic solves, creativity elevates.
Logic solves, creativity elevates. See that?
Clients wanted experiences, clarity, design, innovation, storytelling. Yash found his true differentiator. He wasn't necessarily the strongest coder, but he could visualize user journeys, build emotionally resonant interfaces, solve tech problems with a human-first perspective.
That became his advantage.
His competitive advantage, exactly. He argues creativity isn't a talent, it's a trained muscle, nurtured through observation, design thinking, storytelling, constantly asking what's a better way to do this.
You can cultivate it.
Yes, and that tech needs more artists, dreamers, and system designers. This insight challenges the assumption that left-brain analytical skills are superior to right-brain creative ones. For you, it's a reminder to nurture your innate creativity, as it's often the true differentiator that transforms functional solutions into impactful experiences.
Bringing these unique skills together strategically is where the magic really happens then. Yash declares, being great at one thing is good, but being good at multiple connected things, that's lethal. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, skill stacking is a strategic response to a complex interdisciplinary world.
Skill stacking.
Yash's journey is a prime example. From accounting software, he moved to graphic design, websites, no-code, digital marketing, teaching, public speaking, writing. These skills stacked and connected, creating massive momentum and a unique value proposition.
Okay.
He explains, skill stacking isn't about being perfect at everything. It's about combining good enough skills in smart ways.
Good enough skills combined smartly.
Right. For instance, he cites a content writing student who learned no-code and SEO, becoming a one-person digital solution and landing high-paying freelance gigs. Think about smart stacks like no-code plus design plus marketing startup builder, or public speaking plus teaching plus content writing, educator plus influencer.
Gotcha. Combining skill sets.
His advice is practical. Start with what you love, add a complementary skill, practice and apply both, then repeat. It's about becoming irreplaceable by filling unique gaps at the intersection of various competencies.
So for us, it's not about becoming a master of all trades, but maybe a master of connections. That raises an important question. What complementary skills could you add to your core expertise to create a truly unique value proposition?
Ultimately, all these elements converge on how you view your entire professional trajectory. Yash realized his journey from accounting to no-code expert, mentor, academic leader wasn't just a resume.
What was it then?
It was a product.
Wow. Your career is a product. That concept is incredibly empowering.
It really is.
It shifts you from a passive role in your career to an active one, much like a founder with a startup.
Exactly. Your career, he states, must be designed with intent, marketed with clarity, evolved with feedback.
Design, market, evolve.
Okay, for design, it's about starting with a vision, he asks. What problem do I want to solve in this world? Each phase of his career was a new version release, not a reset.
Like software updates.
Precisely.
Oh.
For marketing, his personal brand became his homepage. Simple, strong, real, built on consistency and clarity. And for evolution, mentorship, client feedback, student reactions became his data points for discovery, spotting gaps, realignment without starting from zero.
Using feedback to iterate.
Right. He pivoted multiple times, he says, not because I failed, but because I refused to stay stagnant. His key lessons are almost like product development principles. Every skill is a feature. Your name is your brand, reputation is your testimonial, feedback is your product review, burnout is poor UX.
Burnout is poor UX. I love that.
And upgrades equal growth. His final thought, treat your career like a product. You stop waiting for opportunities and start creating them. It means taking ownership of your professional narrative, being a proactive architect of your future, constantly iterating based on real-world feedback.
And this entire approach, this intentional building, it seems driven by a deeper purpose than just personal gain. As we head into the final stretch of our deep dive, we uncover the ultimate motivations, focusing on impact, staying relevant, and embracing continuous evolution. Yash initially chased the wrong things. Likes, shares, temporary attention. But he learned. Attention fades. impact stays.
And this insight offers such a powerful antidote to those often superficial metrics of online success.
Yeah.
It reminds us, you can have millions of views and still make no difference, or you can quietly change one life and create a ripple that lasts forever. He shifted from chasing algorithms to serving people, building systems that solved problems with depth, not just hype. He valued silent wins, shiny stats, like messages from students whose lives were better because of what he taught, over viral posts.
Silent wins.
Claps are loud, but results are deep. Applause fades, but transformation echoes. His mission with Decoderverse is precisely that: to equip people with real skills to solve real problems in the real world. It truly prompts you to reflect on the lasting value you want to create versus the temporary attention you might chase.
And to maintain that impact, we have to constantly adapt, right?
Yeah.
Yash once thought mastering something would last for life, but quickly realized the market doesn't for anyone.
Yeah, that's daunting.
What worked last year might be outdated today. That's a kind of scary thought in our rapidly changing world.
It is, but it's also empowering in a way. He adapted, for instance, from bulky website design to the demanding mobile-friendly UX clients now expect. His lesson: stay a student forever.
Stay a student forever.
He makes it a daily discipline to explore new no-code tools, UI/UX trends, AI integrations, industry case studies. Because, as he says, relevance, respect.
Relevance equals respect.
Yeah. His strategy includes following trends weekly, experimenting monthly, teaching constantly, which forces sharpness, getting feedback, never settling. He aptly states, your skills are like smartphones. If they don't update regularly, they become slow, unsecure, and forgotten.
That's a great analogy.
Competence today is less about a fixed state and more about a continuous process of learning and adaptation. This encourages you to embed lifelong learning into your daily discipline, not just as an option, but as a necessity for sustained relevance.
All these lessons seem to converge on a pivotal moment of self-awareness and commitment for him. Turning 24 wasn't a finish line for Yash.
No, not at all.
It was a starting point with purpose. He viewed past years as training grounds, teaching patience, effort, persistence through countless failures and breakthroughs.
And this concluding insight beautifully synthesizes the entire book, doesn't it? Shifting from individual lessons to this holistic declaration of purpose.
Yeah.
For Yash, turning 24 was a mindset upgrade to engineering growth and building impact-driven systems that solve problems at scale. He steps into ownership mode of his vision, owning his identity as a teacher, no-code leader, tech entrepreneur, creator, mentor, brand.
Owning it all.
24 means money matters, yes, but meaning matters more. His message to his younger self and to you, the listener, is profound. Don't rush. The best things don't come with age, they come with awareness.
Awareness.
Use your 20s to experiment, fail forward, say yes to building, not just dreaming, say yes to impact, not just applause, he concludes with. Once you know who you are, the real game begins. Decoderverse is now a movement. It encourages you to embrace your journey as a continuous evolution where self-awareness and intentional action pave the way for true leadership and lasting impact.
Wow. What a journey through no map, just vision. We've really seen how Yash Singhal transformed uncertainty into clarity, passive learning into active creation, and traditional thinking into innovative solutions.
Yeah.
It's a powerful testament to the idea that a bold start, consistent action, and a commitment to impact can truly shape your path.
The core message that really resonates, I think, is that profound difference between simply existing and intentionally building. It's a reminder that your most valuable assets are your time, your character, and your willingness to learn and apply knowledge, even when the path is totally unclear. It truly makes us reflect on the kind of legacy we want to build.
So what stands out to you from this deep dive? Think about Yash's journey. If you don't have a map, what clear vision are you committing to today?
Yeah, what's that first step?
What is one truth from this discussion that you can apply right now to start building your next chapter? Because as Yash Singhal says, the real game doesn't end here. The real game starts now.
Go build something.
Go ahead, start something, build something. The path, it seems, will emerge with your steps.